Alright guys, my name's Jason, I'm the Lakes coach. So today we've got a kettlebells and abs routine that we're going to work through. What we've got is a series of 9 exercises and we're just going to work through them back to back with just 15 seconds rest between each exercise, and we're going to work for 30 seconds on each exercise. Alright, we're going to aim to do 3 rounds of that. It's going to be roughly 35 minutes long. Okay, make sure you've got a range of kettlebells, or at least one decent kettlebell, and have some water on the side as well. Okay, if we start with a quick warm-up, if we just pull the arms out to the side, if we start with some torso twists, so just twisting the upper body side to side. And then from there, we're just going to draw the hands straight up. We're going to bring the hands down, raise one knee up, and just bring the hands alongside the knee. We're just going to keep alternating. Couple more seconds. And then we're going to draw the arms back out. We're going to reach down towards the knee, bring the other hand overhead, reaching down, just easing up those obliques, alternating side to side. And then coming to some arm swings, so just swing the arms forwards. Nice big swings. Let's just get one more rep, and then we'll start swinging them backwards. And we can relax. Okay, if we just draw your knee out to the side, if we twist in front, if we just alternate legs. Out to the side, twist in front, holding your balance. And then from there, we're just going to do a couple of leg swings. Let's just get 3 big swings with each leg. And the last one. And then if we break into a little jog, we start flicking the heels up to the hands at the base of the bum. Just going to keep working that for another 5, 3, and then we're coming back into a little jog. Okay, and if we break into 10 seconds of jumping jacks, so just jumping the feet out, raising the arms as we jump. 5 seconds. And again, it's back into a little jog. Let's just start punching the arms out. Just gonna keep working that, guys. 5 seconds. And we can relax there. Okay, if we bring the feet wide, if we reach across and down towards the foot, and if we just switch from side to side, if you can't reach the foot, just reach towards the shin and just alternate. Let's just get one more, reaching across, tap in, raising tall. Okay, to finish the warm up, we're just going to work some bodyweight squats with the feet shoulder width. We're going to sink the hips back, bend at the knees. We'll just keep the arms straight out in front. Okay, we're just going to do 6 reps. So you're going to drop down low, raise up tall, squeeze the glutes as we raise. Let's get 2 more. And the last rep. Right guys, that's us ready to start. So like I said, we've got 9 exercises, 30 seconds of work on each one. We're going to start in 10 seconds. In the first exercise, we're going to do a clean squat press with the feet shoulder width. From the ground, we're going to shoot up, kettlebell on the back of the wrist, drop into a squat, come up into a press and repeat. Off we go. Drop and low into that squat, straight up into a press. Want to keep that breathing rate nice and deep. Just flicking that kettlebell onto the back of the wrist, the side of the shoulder. Get nice and low into that squat. If you can drop below 90 degrees, then drop below 90 degrees. We can relax there. Okay, so we're going to repeat on the other side. With the left hand, starting from the floor, feet shoulder width, ready to start, coming up quick from the ground. Off we go. Flicking to the back of the wrist, dropping into that squat, straight up into the press. Deep breaths all the time, guys. I'm just going to keep working those reps. Leaning forwards as we reach down towards the floor, touching down, and we can relax there. Exercise 2, we're going to do Sumo Deadlifts into high pull. So when the feet slightly wider than shoulder width, we're going to sink the hips back, lowering towards the floor, touch down, come up and pull that kettlebell straight up in front, bringing the elbows out to the side. So sinking those hips back, leaning forwards, touch down, come up quick, pull the elbows up out to the sides, straighten the arms out and repeat. Last couple of seconds. Arm can relax there. Alright guys, we're coming into a set of double-handed swings next. So with both hands of the kettlebell, feet shoulder width, we're going to rock the hips back, shoot the hips forwards, engaging the glutes, working those swings. Off we go, straight in. So time you breathe in. So breathe in as the kettlebell lowers, and we want to breathe out as we shoot those hips forwards. Tight squeeze to the glutes as we shoot those hips forwards, and we're just drawing up shoulder height. Last couple of seconds. And let's relax there. Okay, we're coming into a bent over row next with the kettlebell in either hand. We'll do it with the feet about hip width. We're going to hinge forwards at the hips, slight bend at the knees, free hand on the thigh, back straight, core braced. And we're just working those rows. And we're just supporting your position with that free hand on the knee. With the rows, all we're doing is pulling that elbow straight back. And we're tightly squeezing the shoulder blades together whilst keeping the back straight and the core braced. We can switch sides there. Okay, so same on the other side, feet about hip width. Soft knees, a slight bend at the knees, hinging forwards, kettlebell hanging down, free hand on the thigh. Ready to work this side, guys. Off we go. Exhale as we row. Breathe in as we straighten the arm back out. Gear it up for that next rep. Core braced. Back straight, just looking down in front. Keeping the neck straight. Last row or two. We can relax. Okay. Next exercise, just going into a squat to press. So when the kettlebell on the back of the wrist, side of the shoulder, feet shoulder width, arm out, dropping into a squat, straight up into press and repeat. Straight in, guys, off we go. And lower what you can into each squat. You can drop below 90 degrees, drop below, and we're coming straight up into that press. Remember to engage the glutes and the quads. We come up fast, straight up into that press, pushing those reps out. We can switch sides there. Alright, so just doing the same on the other side. Getting that kettlebell in position, back of the wrist, side of the shoulder, feet shoulder width. Free arm out, ready to start. Off we go. Deep breath as we lower down. Breathe out as you come up quick. Flowing straight up into that press. Keep working them, guys. Straight down into that next one. Last couple of seconds. Let's relax ourselves there. Couple of seconds. Alright, next exercise, we're doing overhead reverse lunges. So with the kettlebell straight up, feet hip width, core brace, we're going to lunge back. Drop into that lunge under control. Press forwards. And take your time switching the legs. If you find it too hard with the kettlebell above the head, we can just bring it into the top of the chest. Taking time on those reverse lunges. And we can relax there. Okay. So we're coming down, dropping onto the floor, feet flat, knees up in front. We're doing a single arm press next with a bridge. Pull the hips up, squeeze the glutes. We're going to work the chest. So press the kettlebell up to your free hand above the chest. We're just letting that elbow touch down, and we're going to repeat nice and smoothly whilst keeping the glutes engaged. Keep the core braced, holding that brace position, working those reps, guys. Then we're going to switch. Okay, so we can switch hands. It's the same stance with the feet, kettlebell on the back of the other wrist. Getting ready to draw those hips up, squeeze the glutes, engage the core. Ready to work this side. Off we go. So we're just letting the elbow touch down, pressing that kettlebell to your free hand, using that hand as a guide of where we want the kettlebell to travel. And the kettlebell should just sit on the back of your wrist. Nice smooth reps. We can drop those hips down and relax. Okay. Next exercise, we're going to come into a dead bug. So we're going to draw the knees up. We're going to bring the kettlebell above the hips by the knees, slight bend at the elbows. Okay, we're just going to lower the limbs out together. Draw back above the hips and repeat. If you want a slightly more challenging option, have just a very slight bend at the knees so the legs are almost straight. We're just going to work those reps nice and smooth. Slight bend at the elbows as we lower the kettlebell behind the head, and we're trying to drop the knees just above the ground, the heels, sorry, and then pull up and repeat. Let's relax ourselves there. Okay, last exercise, we're coming into a plank, a high plank with a little reach. Okay, so point of plank, we're going to bring your hand straight out. Just going to switch hands whilst holding the body straight, keeping the core braced, straight out in front, brushing the ear, place it back below the shoulders, and just take your time repeating, alternating those legs, body straight, keeping that core braced. We can relax that. Alright guys, that's the first round down. So let's have ourselves a break. Get some water down. Okay. Another 15 seconds recovery. So we're going to start again, single-handed exercise with the right hand. Clean squat press, feet shoulder width, kettlebell between the feet. Hinging forwards, hand on the handle, ready to start. Side of the shoulder, squat and press. Off we go. Don't forget to drop into that squat. Straight up into that press. Hips back as we lean forwards, touching down. Deep breaths, guys. Arm can switch sides there. Okay. Same stance, feet shoulder width, kettlebell just in line with the toes, centrally, ready to start. In 3. Off we go, straight in. Clean squat press. Keeping that breathing rate nice and deep. Just get however low we can into each squat. If you can't get the hips down to 90 degrees. That doesn't matter. Just lower what you can. Last couple of seconds, guys. We can relax. All right, we're going to bring the feet out that a little bit wider. Slightly wider than shoulder width. Sinking the hips back as we lean forwards. Sumo deadlift. Raising up into that high pull, off we go. So sinking the hips back, leaning forwards, touch down, come up, engage the glutes as we raise up. We're just drawing those elbows up, shoulder height. Sinking those hips back, leaning forwards, touching down, coming straight up. We can relax there. All right. So we're coming into double-handed swings next. So bring the feet back in shoulder width, hips back, shooting them forwards, tight squeeze of the glutes. Off we go, guys, straight into those swings. Nice powerful thrust forwards. Try and breathe in as the kettlebell lowers. Breathe out as you shoot those hips forwards. Nice powerful swings. Keep pushing those reps, guys. We can relax there. Okay, so we're coming into bent over rows next. Feet hip width. Slight bend at the knees, hinging forwards. Free hand on the thigh, working those rows. Keeping that neck straight, so you're just looking down in front. Keeping that core braced as well. Supporting yourself with that free hand just on the thigh there. Last couple of seconds, guys. Last row or two. We can raise there. We're going to switch sides. All right. Same thing. We're going to hinge forwards. Back straight, core braced. Hand on thigh. All right. Ready to start those rows. Off we go. Emphasising on that tight squeeze of those shoulder blades. Drawing them back with each rep. Thinking about that breathing, keeping it going nice and deep. Working, guys, last few seconds. Pushing out a few more. Let's relax that. Okay, so we're coming into the squat to presses next. We're bringing that kettlebell onto the back of one wrist, side of the shoulder, feet shoulder width. Arm out to the side, off we go. So dropping down low into that squat. Come up quick, exhaling. Tight squeeze of the glutes and the quads as we shoot up. Thinking about that technique. Hips back, then we bend at the knees. Dropping down what we can. Shooting up through the legs. Straight into that press. All right. So we're going to switch sides. Kettlebell on the back of the wrist. Ready to start. In 3. Off we go, guys. Dropping down into that squat. Powering up nice and firm. Pushing out those reps, guys. Last couple of seconds, get a few more if we can. We can relax that. All right, let's give the shoulders a little loosen off. We've got those overhead reverse lunges next, so feet hip width. Straight up. Off we go. So lunging back under control, dropping down into that lunge. You find lunges tough, we can either draw the kettlebell into the top of the chest, all right, or just drop the knees down as low as we can with each rep. Last few seconds, push a few more out, and we can relax. All right guys, so we're dropping down onto the floor, feet and knees hip width, feet flat, kettlebell back of the wrist, hips up, keep the glutes engaged, working the chest, off we go. Using that free hand as a guide, pressing up to the hand, letting that elbow touch down on the floor. Nice smooth reps. Keep those hips high, keep the glutes engaged all the time. Okay, but always thinking about them. We want the hips in line with the knee and the shoulder. We can lower and switch. Alright, same thing, feet flat, knees up in front. Pulling those hips up, ready to start. Glutes held nice and firm. Off we go. So working those presses on this side. Squeezing the chest. So bring that kettlebell to the free hand. Thinking about each rep. Hips high guys, elbow touching down, straight up above the chest. We can drop those hips. We're going to bring the kettlebell between both hands. We're drawing the knees up above the hips. Kettlebell at the hips with a slight bend at the elbows. Deadbug next. Off we go. Remember, if you want a more challenging option, have a slight bend at the knees. Okay, we're keeping the legs almost straight. If you find it too hard, by lowering the knees, lower one leg at a time. Okay, so lower one heel at a time, alternating those legs. Any of those options is good. Single leg, both legs, or lowering the legs with them straight. Nice smooth reps. We can drop that kettlebell down to the side. We're coming into the pointer plank next. So on the hands shoulder width, below the shoulders, on the toes, feet about hip width, body straight. Drawing either hand straight out, alternating those hands. Keeping that body straight guys, keeping the core braced. Take your time with those arm movements. Smoothly, straight out in front. Last couple of seconds, keep working. We can relax there. Right guys, it's the second round down. So we've got a little recovery. Knock some water back. 30 seconds still to go. Then we're going to work through that final round. So now we're familiar with these exercises guys, really give it your all on this last round. Push them for that burn on each exercise. Clean squat press to start, feet shoulder width. Kettlebell on the floor, hips back. Shooting up, side of the shoulder, squat and press. Off we go. Thinking about your form on each rep. Hips back, leaning forwards, touch down, shoot up. Drop it into that squat with the kettlebell to the side of the shoulder. And we're powering up into that press. We can switch sides there. Maintaining that stance. Ready to start on this side. Arm out or on the hips where we like it, hips back. Lowering down, off we go. Drop it into that squat nice and deep. Powering up. Nice and explosively into that press. Keep working those reps, guys. Pushing, pushing, pushing. Arm can relax. All right, we're bringing the kettlebell between the legs. We're bringing the feet that touch wider. We're coming into the sumo deadlift with the high pull. Sinking those hips back as we lean forwards. Touch down, off we go. Raising up out of that deadlift, engaging the glutes. And we're drawing those elbows up, about shoulder height. Sinking those hips back, touching down, drawing those elbows straight up. And let's relax that. Alright guys, we're going into the double-handed swings next. So bringing the feet back in shoulder width, keeping both hands on. Rocking the hips back, shooting forwards. Off we go. So straight into those swings. Really getting those glutes squeezing nice and firm as we shoot those hips forwards. Last couple of seconds, still working those swings. And can relax that. Couple of seconds recovery, guys. We're coming into the bent over rows next. Kettlebell in either hand, feet about hip width. Slide bend at the knees, hinging forwards. Off we go, working those rows. Hand on the thigh. The support on that position. Back straight, core braced. Keep pushing through those rows, guys. Close in on the last few seconds. Time for a few more. Get them out. We can switch hands. All right, same on this side. Slide bend at the knees, hinging forwards. Core braced. Ready to start working those rows. Off we go. Nice smooth rows, guys. Thinking about that body position. Back straight, core braced. Deep breaths. Let's get a couple more. We can relax. Got a good sweat on now. So we're coming into the squat to presses next. Kettlebell back of the wrist, side of the shoulder, hand out, feet shoulder width. Off we go, dropping into that squat. Straight up into that press. Lots of power out that squat. Engaging the glutes and the quads. Keep pushing them, guys. We can switch sides. Shaking that arm off. Little roll of the shoulder. Kettlebell back of the other wrist. Hand out on the hip, ready to start. Off we go. Dropping down low. If you find them tough, guys, just slow it down. Keep working these reps. We're closing the last few seconds. Pushing, pushing. We can relax. Got a nice sweat on now, guys. Feet hip width, kettlebell straight up. Off we go. So into those alternating reverse lunges. If you find it too hard with the kettlebell overhead, bring it into the top of the chest. With each lunge, we're lunging back about 3 foot. Bend at the knees. Try to get down to 90 degrees if we can. We can relax there, guys. Shaking those legs off. We're dropping down onto the floor next. Into that single-handed chest press, so feet flat. Pulling the hips up high. Glutes engaged, working that chest. Nice and smoothly. Bringing that kettlebell up to the free hand. Always keep your thoughts thinking about those hips in line with the knee and the shoulder if we can, keeping them up nice and high. Lock those glutes, keeping them nice and firm. Dropping those hips. All right, so we're switching hands. Same thing, guys, on this side. Ready to start, hips high. Off we go. Nice smooth presses. Working that chest, guys. Let that elbow just touch down, that's your guide. Then press into that next rep. Remember to keep yourself thinking about the hips, keep them up. Glutes locked firm. We can lower. Okay. So we're coming into that dead bug next. Knees up above the hips. Kettlebell above the hips, slide bend at the elbows. Ready to start. Off we go. Remember, if you find it too hard doing both legs together, do one leg at a time. We're still just lowering that kettlebell out behind the head. If that's too easy, do it with the legs straight. Okay, so just want to slight bend at the knees if you're doing this version. We can relax. All right, guys, so last exercise. Coming into that pointer plank, hands shoulder width below the shoulders, body straight on the toes. Off we go. So last exercise. Thinking about that body position, core braced. Take your time, bringing the hand out in front and just switch under control. If you find it too hard, just maintain a high plank on the hands. Okay, keeping the core braced. Keep working, guys. Last bit of work to power through. Let's relax ourselves there. All right, let's give the body a little loosen off. Have yourself some time, guys, to catch your breath. That's the workout finished. That's all 3 rounds down. Hope you guys all enjoyed that. Make sure you finish off with a fuller stretch off. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great day.